Technically explained. In this video, I am going to give a brief introduction about GUI. GUI is graphical user interface and it makes things easy for the end user of the program. It facilitates the end user of the program. It gives a presentable view to the end user of the program. To launch GUI, there are two methods to launch GUI. I can go here and type new, select new, and then I can come here for app. I can select the guide. Other matter is that I can simply type guide over here. If I type guide over here, my GUI is open. Now I have different options, but since we are starting from scratch, I will select blank GUI, which is by default. So when I click open, this type of window will appear. I can zoom this window and I can drag this screen to the full. So now the view is better. The first thing I will do is I will go to file and I will go to preferences and I will select the show names in the component palette. When I select this, apply this, now I have a better view of the objects on the left side. So now I can select objects from the left side onto the canvas. I can select a push button, I can select slider, radio button, checkbox, edit text, static text, pop-up menu, list box, toggle button, table, axis, panel, button group. Now I can select any one of these. Let us randomly select few. For example, when I select push button, I can drag and drop it over here. And I can change its size. If I want to change its size, I can change its size. If I want to drag and drop a slider, I can drag and drop a slider. Similarly, if I drag and drop edit text, which means editable text, I can drag and drop it over here. Similarly, static text and the pop-up menu, list box, etc. Table, Excel type table, if I want to drag and drop, I can do that as well. I can, for plotting, I can drag and drop axis. So I can drag and drop all these things from the left side onto my canvas and I can increase its size. Okay, the next thing is that how can I change the properties of these systems. For example, I have these components on my canvas. How can I change its properties? To change to change its properties, you should either double click on it or right click and move here to the property inspector. When you select property inspector, a list of properties will appear. For example, background color. If you want to change its background color, you can simply change the background color of the component that you just double click on it. For example, you can change the double background color here. If you want to change the being deleted, you can change it over here. But the important thing here is the font size. You can change the font size from here of the text that is written over here. For example, here I have written edit text. I can change the font size of the edit text over here. By default it's 8 and it's type of MS Sans Serif. And then I have the other things also, which for other thing is string. I can also change its name. This edit text, I can change its name to this thing. So when I change its name to this thing, you can see the name has been changed to this thing. And I can change its name to tag as well. We will discuss about tag a bit later on, but I can change its name to string and I can change the tag. Tag is something that it is referred to in the M file. So we have these components and that's how we can drag and drop components, and by double clicking on it we can change its properties, which are background color and many other properties, font size, string, tag, etc, etc. So now what we will do is that we will create a very simple command, a very simple program that multiplies two numbers for the user. So we are going to give two boxes to the two editable text components to the user, and user will put values in it and then he will multiply it. So I am going to delete these components by pressing left click and delete. I am going to delete all these components. So what we want to do now is that we want to create a model that multiplies two numbers. For this I need two editable text components. So I will drag and drop two editable text component, one static text component for the result. So for displaying result, I am having a static text component, and then I will need a one push button for the execution. So whenever the end user enters numbers and presses push buttons, the result is displayed in this static text. First, I want to edit the properties of this text. So I will double click on it. What can I change? The background color, let the background color be that. And I will change the font size because the font size is pretty small, so I will change it to 20. Now I have changed the font size to 20. I will also change its name by changing string here. So let me name it as 0. For example, this is a number, so that's why I'm naming it as 0. So by default it will display 0, and then whenever I type it I can edit text because it is an editable text component. So I will name it 0, and for tag I will name it as n1. So in program I am going to refer it as n1, which means number 1. So that's done, and I can increase its size. I can drag and move it. I can move it and I can also increase its size. So let me increase its size a bit. So this is my first thing done. Again, second editable text, which means second number. Again, the background is same. I will change the font size to 20. I will change its name to, let me change its name to what, to 0. Again, this is also 0 by default, and it will change. And I will change its tag to n2, so it will be referred in the program as n2. So now this is also done, so let me resize it for better view. So now it has been resized. Now it's the turn of the static text. I want to change its background color because I am not seeing it very clearly. Let me see if the black background color is okay. I think it's okay, it's fine, but let me change it to other background color. For example, this one. I think this will be better. So I press OK, and then we have this thing. No, this is not okay. Let me have this white color. I think white will be better, I believe. So this is now better. This is more readable. So I have changed the background color. Let me also change the font size of this and the string name, static text, which is I will display 0 here because this is the result of the multiplication of two numbers. And by tag I should refer it to what? I should refer it to as result. So remember this, that the name that I gave to the static text is the result. The name that I gave to the two numbers, the two editable text, was n1 and n2. So this is done now, and then we have this push button. Again, I will change its background to red. I think red will be better. I will change the font size to 20, and I will change the string name to multiply so that the user understands that he wants to multiply these things. So where is the string? I will search for string, and there is my string. So I will rename it as multiply. So I have renamed it as multiplied, and I will refer to it in code as multiply push button. Fine. So multiply push button. So here it is. Again I will change its size and its multiply. So what the user will do, he will enter two numbers, and if we press multiplied, he will be shown result here in the. Okay, now so the editable tags and the string tags are done. We have changed the tags. Let us run it from here. So we can now save it as lab 1214, for example. Fine, so we save it. Now we will get to as you can have a look. Now we have two files. One is .m file and other is the user interface, which I can change. So this is how it is going to interact with the user. I can change the numbers here, but I will not get the result because I haven't coded it. Fine. So let it be 0 now, and then what I will do, that I will go to this editor, and if I go to here, I have this edit to create function, edit to multiply push button n1 and n2. Its edit to hasn't been changed. Why? Let me check it again. Why has this was edit to, why it tag hasn't been changed? So we will change its tag to n2 again. So hopefully it will be changed now. Let me check it again. It's n2. So let me run it. Hopefully its tag is will be changed to n2. So from here we have n1, n2, and we have multiply push button. We have nothing to do with n1 create function or n2 create function. We have nothing to do with create functions, but we have to code a bit in the multiply push button callback. So we will go to the multiply push button callback, and so here we go. We have reached their multiply push button callback, which was this push button that we are talking about. So we need to do some coding. What this button needs to do, we need to do it again. uh, some uh, some built-in codes are given for our practice. So what we will do, that the first thing is that these numbers are a string, so we need to also convert it into double. We have a function which is called get is to receive data or to read data, uh, to get data from what is written in the string. So function that we will use is first is get. So I will write x is equal to, for example, x is my one variable, so I will write x is equal to get handles is our structure. Whenever we want to receive something, we should put handles dot etc. So if you remember, n1 was our first input. So first of all, I want to get what? I want to get n1, and that is type of string. Fine. So I have got n1 string, and I want to convert this get into the numbers. So I will write string to double, and I will place it here. So now this is going to convert the n1 that the user will enter. For example, here if I enter 6, that will be enter as string. First MATLAB will get it as string by the get function, that n1 will be get as string by the MATLAB, and then it will be converted to double. Again I will do the same for the other variable. For example, so for the n2 I am going to copy and paste it here, Alt C and Control V. So this is going to be n2, which is the other variable. Fine, which is this variable. Again this will be get a string by get function, and then it will be converted into double. String to double converts strings into double. Now I have got the two function, I can simply multiply it. I will say that, sorry for this, I will simply say that product is equal to what? Because I want to multiply these two, so I will write x star y, which is the multiplication operation in MATLAB. So then what I will do, that in the static tags, which I have given a tag of result, I will set its value to this product. Fine. For that, to do that, I have a function of set. So to give some value to the MATLAB static tags or something, we use the set function, and to get some value from these tags, we use the get function. So now we will use the set function again, handle dot result, because result was the tag of this static tags. Here this static tags tag is result. If you remember, this tag was result, so that's why we are using result in this MATLAB code. So I will say handle dot result. Fine. And I want to display it as string. Fine, I want to display the result as string. What do I want to display? I want to display this product, so I'm going to display this product as string. So that's it, that's our code. Sorry, we need to put handles here, and now we will run it. Hopefully we are now getting the multiplication. Similarly, 10 multiplied by 4, 40. So 10 multiplied by 5, 50, and minus 10 multiplied by 5 is equal to minus 50. If I enter some tax, it will give me 9. So that's how we are going to multiply these. So this is the graphical user interface, and this was the code for multiplication. We had two static, we have two editable text components, which were these. We change its name, we change its string to 00, then we change its tags to n1 and n2. And then we have the static component which was used for displaying the result. We change its take to result. And then we have the push button which we change its name to multiply. And then in this push button, what we did that we get, first of all, we get handles.h1, we get the string from this number and convert it into double. Then we get the string from this number and convert it into double. Then by product I multiplied this and displayed the result by using the set function here. So that's it for today. Thank you.